What is going on YouTube? I'm Ninja, and this is Bree. Y'all already know what it is. Bree, we're live.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
There's no one watching though.
It's still gonna record those for our channel. We can use it as a video.
Well, no one told you to start it yet.
Anyways, so this Thursday, me and Bree saw a movie that put us in a very interesting spot on an emotional spectrum. Avengers, Infinity War. Oh my goodness. Now, if you guys haven't already checked out, we have already made a non-spoiler review. This is spoilers to let you know. Anyone who's watching the playback of this, there will be spoilers, okay? Now, man, this movie, Bree, just on the phone, describing what this movie was, an emotional roller coaster. Boy, does it take you all over the place. It's like you start off the movie with characters dying. You know what I mean?
But by the end of the movie, you actually forget that even happened.
Bree comes down. Bree, I think she forgot. She did forget.
I forgot Loki.
Everyone forgot about Loki. And because, like Thor said, he died so many times. It's like, is this time even real? Who knows? So you start off the movie killing off characters, right? Xandar, what's his name? Idris Elba character. Bah.
Aww.
Loki. Bah. Off rip. We think Thor is gonna be next. I'm thinking Thor is gonna be next.
I knew Thor wasn't going to be next because I knew in the trailer he was with the
Guardians of the Galaxy,
people,
right?
so I'm
That's
just like,
true.
he's not about to die right
I
now.
thought that they were gonna come. I guess they did come then. They were the ones who rescued him.
They came, it was literally
It
like,
was like
20 minutes later in the movie.
It was probably more than that.
So that's one thing about the movies. You literally have like 5 different storylines going on.
Which we
and,
mentioned in our
like,
spoiler
bounce.
review,
Yeah.
but they bounced. We didn't tell y'all how much
So
they
you
bounced.
go from all the death going on with Thanos and
to
Thor
like some goofy
to
shit.
New York of Stark and what's her name, Piper, talking about weddings.
Right, which immediately then jumps to
Oh yeah, Hulk was up there with them. So how did they? That's corny. So
What?
he so happened like he just threw Hulk down. Hulk sitting back to Earth. And he so
Xandar or
happened.
Idris Elba character with the last of his energy after Thanos and them come and blow their whole ship up. Right, this happens right after Ragnarok, right? Their story continues right after that big ship. Thanos ship shows up in Ragnarok, and they come, and all we see is half the people apparently are killed. We didn't know half. It looked like the whole ship, but I've read afterwards that half, huh?
We go through the whole movie.
Well, I mean, it's a discussion. Half the people were killed, and I guess homeboy was that Idris Elba's character was already kind of messed up.
What I don't like about that is because that kind of picks off where the Thor is basically that whole Thor movie was a waste of time. Because it's like you think that you're saving their lives by taking them from this planet away from his evil sister, just for them to all get on that ship and die anyway because of Thanos.
I keep telling you, it's not a waste of time because what
Waste
it
of a
did is it gathered like 2 of the Infinity Stones. Because Loki got that Infinity Stone from, well, say after they destroyed Asgard, he got the Space Stone, the Tesseract, which had the Space Infinity. So that was for, I guess, Thanos in a way. And then on top of that, I guess they destroyed, you know, that fire demon thing that destroyed Asgard. Apparently, he's only one of the few people who's strong enough to actually fight Thanos. So Thanos got rid of pretty much 2 birds with 1 stone. Got rid of somebody who could actually fight him, on top of getting 1 Infinity. So I think Thanos planned all this. Is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I think no, there wasn't an Infinity Stone on the.
Do you think Thor's sister could have fought him?
She was very powerful.
Powerful.
And she was very, like, she had those sword power things. She probably would, but at the same time, she probably would have joined them too. Like, he would have been like, yo, you can't really beat me, so just join me and take over the world. So it probably would have been double as bad. It's a good thing she was which Thor mentions her in the movie, and it's hilarious. He mentions like how all his family's like died in battle and stuff. How he had to kill his sister.
Father.
Because it comes up because he's talking to Gamora about like, your dad killed my brother.
So Thor meets up with Guardians of the Galaxy, go through his little saga story, and they split up
Immediately.
So Rocket and
they had no time teamwork together.
Yeah, Rocket and Groot goes with Thor to another world that's on a whole different story.
Even though you're forgetting the interaction between
Star-Lord
and Thor. Brie was like dying. Honestly, the whole theater was dying laughing.
Chris Pratt was the most hilarious person in that movie.
Yeah, it was.
He took. Usually it's Tony Stark. Chris Pratt beat him by a long.
He was playing this like jealous role of Thor, and he started like imitating. It was hilarious.
It was
literally
funny.
was the funniest thing on screen. And I think it's happened to Thor. It happens probably to Thor all the time. So he started imitating his voice and stuff. It's really funny. But yeah, they have that hilarious interaction, and they immediately split up, which I thought was like, man.
So Chris Pratt and Gamora are like, we're gonna go find Thanos. We're gonna go directly to him.
Drax went with him too. Drax and Manus went with him as well.
And Rocket and Groot went with Thor to go find a weapon that can kill Thanos, made by a dwarf.
Right, which is
actually a giant dwarf.
Which ends up being our homie's grand role in this film, which I thought was just so ironic. Giant dwarf.
We love him.
No, everyone loves him. He's the best.
Him. In Game of Thrones right now as well, so we were very happy to see him in the film.
But yeah, he actually did play a canon role, which is one of the dwarfs that made Thor's original hammer, and the new one, Stormbreaker, which everyone on the internet predicted would be the one that Thor had.
Really?
In this movie, everyone knew it would be, but it is a different design. With Stormbreaker is actually, it doesn't have an axe on it.
Made with Groot.
And so yeah, they gave Groot a role of being like the handle for the hammer, which is cool. And they put the axe design, which was like a part of like the Marvel Ultimate versus the regular Stormbringer, which is not an axe, but I mean it was cool. It was cool design. It added some complexity to the movie as he attacked Thanos with it when they finally did get to them them hands. Now Brie had her disappointments. She said in the spoiler review how much she believed Wakanda, I guess, should have been more of a centerpiece, even though I believe that it had enough.
Just because the big fight was there at the end of the movie doesn't mean we were in Wakanda twice. We went when they first greeted them, and then we went for the fight. That was it. I'm telling you.
Two of the biggest scenes.
I'm telling you. Like Black Panther's speaking part did not even take up a whole page of a script.
The first part, like you see two things, I guess, in the first part when they go to Wakanda. One, Bucky is better. Bucky Barnes is fine. He's fine. You see the little teaser at the end of Black Panther that he's the White Wolf and he's training and his mind looks clear. He's 100% better. He's fighting in the war. He gets a new arm. I didn't know that. I guess it's kind of in the trailer, but he gets they give him a new, vibranium arm, which just means a better arm. Huh?
You knew that was.
I mean, I don't remember. You saw him cocking the thing in the trailer, but I mean, you know, it's made out of Wakandan vibranium. You know what I mean? That's dope. It's probably doper than the one he had before. Exactly. It's a new arm. It's a better. It's a Wakanda arm. Yeah, they made it. Shuri made it, which means it's probably way better than his old arm.
Her speaking
it didn't matter in the end, but he had it.
Okoye's speaking parts were less than. Okoye, Black Panther, and Shuri's speaking parts all make up one page of a script.
It was good enough. Shuri played a good part. She copied Vision's Mind Stone, and it was. I looked it up. It was his consciousness. So what? Like I said, the theory is what I was saying as well is that Vision might come back, but they might just put him into a different android body. Like she didn't copy the Mind Stone, but his consciousness. So that's what she was trying to do. So Vision might not be dead. Cool. That's a plus, I guess. But everyone else
is dead.
I say Loki's dead.
Gamora's dead.
Let's say people. Yeah, we saw this theory about how the physical deaths are probably the ones that are most tangible.
Those are the only people I feel like actually died in the movie. I don't feel like everyone else died.
Even Brie kept before we even heard this theory, Brie was saying the exact same thing. She was like this.
Died. I mean, people ask me who all died in the movie. I'm just like, only people died.
And I told her
Loki,
that's kind of how it was in the comic books.
Vision and Gamora. I actually forgot about his elbow.
It's like in the comic books when Thanos snapped his fingers and got rid of them, they literally just disappeared. It wasn't even act. It was just like
them,
just
like,
snap.
You know.
So
I'm just like, they're coming back.
It's kind of, I guess, not.
But Gamora, she's not coming back.
I'm not saying as much as Gamora who got dropped off a cliff, or Vision got his head ripped out, you know, or you know, who else did he kill? Who else died?
Loki.
I say Loki, yeah, who got strangled and his neck broken in the beginning of the movie. It wasn't, or
different.
Or Idris Elba character who got a sword stabbed to his heart. You know, I mean, it's like those are dead. Yeah, we don't. Unless they somehow get the. So me and Brie were contemplating. We did confirm. So the Infinity Gauntlet did break after Thanos did the half of the world snap, which really was perplexing to me because in the comic book the Infinity Gauntlet is a complete. It's just as complete as the Infinity Stone. So breaking means to me feel like in the MCU they're writing it as the one that the dwarf made it in this movie. The dwarf that made all the weapons, Stormbringer. The original Mjolnir, he made this version of the Thanos came to his planet or to his workshop where they work, killed his entire race, and made him make the gauntlet that holds the Infinity gems. That's how they make it.
Well, he told him that he wasn't going to kill his race if he made it.
And then he goes.
But then he made it.
And then turned his hands stone, which is so now he can't make anything else. Because he couldn't even make the hammer. Thor had to make it himself. It's
like Thor said, it's all here.
It is. Yeah, it's oh man. Which is the movie is
One thing is they just left him there. It's like he's gonna be there by himself.
I mean that's where he lived. That's his house. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, they did just he don't have no more family, but
so why stay?
He has stone. I don't know. Unless he has to make a. You're right. It's all here. What if he has to make another weapon?
He doesn't have another Thor that can stand the power that went through.
No, I'm saying, what if Thor needs another weapon?
So they both can go back there together. Thor should.
I guess you're right. Breeze putting plot holes in the plot, y'all. But Dinklage, what's his name? Peter Dinklage, that's his name. The actor. Dinklage, sorry. But yeah, so back to the Wakanda. So Black Panther is, I guess, Black Panther being part of the ones who faded away. Well, no, me and Brie talked about this. So I told her, we saw before we saw anything on the internet, that the last couple standing Avengers were just pretty much the original cast, Rocket, and I guess a couple other stragglers. I think that this is, at first I was disappointed because I said, seeing Black Panther, I'm like, he just did a movie, everyone loved the movie, why did they get rid of him? Then you start seeing this, most of the new Avengers is the one who got rid of. I think they're about to pay this last homage in the second part of the movie, and then it's gonna be some sort of role reversal to where
I can picture them like they have to come together. The original Avengers from the original movie have to come together to bring back the other superheroes that disappeared, and they're gonna like leave them. It's gonna sacrifice their lives. They're gonna leave them a letter like, "Our time is up. It is your time to save the world."
Another thing me and Brie talked about is we talked about like how Thanos acknowledged both Captain America, and everyone thought everyone knows that Robert Downey Jr.'s, I guess, contract for the movies is pretty much up. So everyone knows
all of them don't die, we know them too well.
So yeah, so when he got stabbed in the movie, everyone in the movie was like, oh, he's like, we're done with this movie. Tony Stark just died on screen. We're done. Thanos stabs him. We were like, oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Which, by the way, they put Tony in the extreme, the bloody edge armor. Some geeky stuff for you guys who know. The bloody edge armor, which is the nanite technology, where he can pretty much think the armor on him. Which I didn't know what that big old corny thing was in the beginning, because that's not what it looks like in the comic books. He just thinks it in his head. But I like it because, like I said, it was the nano super armor. But anyways, he gets wrecked by Thanos when they all fight. When Thanos fights on two planes, he beats both. So Captain America and Iron Man, Brie pointed out, they were split up the entire movie. They mention each other, they never see each other. But Thanos boosts both their butts on two different planes because he has a space stone. He literally teleports, beats Captain America, teleports, beats up Iron Man.
He beats Iron Man first. Almost kills Iron Man.
Did he go there first?
Yeah, he fought them first because it ended in Wakanda, which is where Steve Rogers was.
True. Right, that's where he got that's where he got the Mind Stone. Right, so he did. He got the Time Stone from Doctor Strange, and then went to Wakanda to get the Mind Stone from.
Even Robert Downey Jr. didn't make him funny. I'm sorry. Doctor Strange is boring to me.
Dr. Breed is not. I think because I mean, the guy they picked for him is perfect. If you see Doctor Strange in the comics,
nothing on that actor. Yeah, I think he is a perfect Doctor Strange. But like them two together, trying to make him more funny and cool and stuff. I'm just like.
That straightforward, snarky.
I did like New York's funny, but it's mainly funny because of the Hulk and Tony Stark.
Yeah. Weird in this movie also is the Hulk getting his butt beat to where he don't even want to play no more. I was looking at the trailer, right? And I noticed this when we were making our video for the spoiler. They don't in the trailer they don't show that that Bruce Banner is in the Hulk Buster armor and not as the Hulk. They show him as the Hulk. When they do that last like barrage against Thanos' army, it's the Hulk, and that's not true. In the movie, it's the Hulk Buster armor. The Hulk doesn't. He shows up in the very beginning of the movie. You don't see the Hulk again.
He gets slapped around by Thanos,
and then
he's like, nope.
For the rest of the movie, it's him and Bruce Banner arguing about, nope. Yo, I need you, and the Hulk says no. So that's actually I guess it's an Easter egg or something. In the original trailer, they put the Hulk in there, but he's not in the movie. It's just Bruce Banner in Hulk Buster armor, which is, I guess, the same power as the Hulk, technically. But I mean, when we saw that fight, me and Bree, we watched. Never mind, that was Ultron. I think we rewatched that fight though, didn't we? I rewatched it a couple times. The Hulk Buster versus the Hulk. It seemed like Tony Stark had the edge, but not really. It seemed like the Hulk was still going to end up. You know, even in this movie, Thanos tore it, or no, it wasn't. He was fighting one of Thanos' children, and they tore it apart.
Children?
Yeah, the Dark Order.
They're his children?
They're not technically his children, but that's what they're called in the comic books. They're called the Children of Thanos, aka the Dark Order, aka something else, right?
They just listen to him.
Right, they're pretty much just his generals in his army, right?
Gotcha.
But they took out the Hulk Buster, and honestly, I don't know how you felt. They were kind of cool because Thanos was a big baddie who pretty much cleaned up all the stuff, but he did have them throughout the movie to kind of like entertain us, like when dude was torturing Doctor Strange. Even though they got rid of him, so Peter Parker everyone keeps mentioning this. Peter Parker, he would keep throwing out these 80s movies. You know, the first time we see him, he references Star Wars and how they trip up the Metal Walkers. This time he's mentioned the Alien. And how they shot the alien at the end of the movie. They shot the alien out the pipe.
So I didn't know he was dead. Oh wait, that dude died.
Yeah, and honestly, everyone
because they're aliens, so I didn't know that like even aliens can't withstand.
Which is honestly kind of true, because like, for example, in the comic Infinity Gauntlet, which is a lot of this is based off of, it's a completely different story. But Thanos actually makes him like a wife, right? But it actually mentions in the comic that he forgets to make her like able to breathe in space, and there's a point where they're at like explodes, and Thanos gets in space, but she can't, and she dies. So it's kind of keeping it like, you know, even certain aliens can't breathe in space unless they can. And I like how they kind of put that in there, but it's like a lot of people who are fans of the Dark Order are upset because they don't die that easy. Especially the main one who had the psychic powers. They said, I mean, he doesn't even die at all. So the way he died just out in space, it was kind of anticlimactic because he was like such a, you know, badass.
I don't get why they didn't destroy the stones that they had.
Yeah,
like the time stone. It's like I was ordered to protect this time stone to the end of my life. It's like, okay, well
it was a big part of the movie, Bree.
You destroying it is protecting it.
True. And
that selfish bit that all of a sudden so in love with Vision that they didn't want to destroy it is like he's a computer. Okay. Sorry.
They were paying due to in the comic book Vision, and there's a alternate, I guess, timeline where Vision and Scarlet Witch get together and actually have kids. They end up being like demonic, terrible kids because they end up being like Scarlet Witch's magic powers that take like technically it ends up being bad, but I mean it's just paying homage to the comic book stuff. They could have destroyed it earlier, or like I said, just went to Shuri and just copied Vision over to another body, like, and then destroyed it. You know, there's other ways. There's still other ways it could have been handled. Me and Bree talked about. There's you know, like I said, if he had destroyed the Time Stone when they destroyed the Soul Stone, maybe Thanos wouldn't have been able to use the time power to go back in time.
I like that part of the movie too. When
it was dope, but I
decided to go on the field and she like wrecked a bunch of aliens at once, and Oki is like,
her new,
where the heck she been?
It was like, yeah, her whole power, Scarlet Witch.
But then the girl was like, she was like, she's on the field, go now. It's
right,
like,
they were waiting
what?
for her. They were waiting for her because she was the last one protecting Vision.
Yeah, I didn't predict that.
So when she left, they were like, ain't no one to protect the Vision no more. Let's make our move.
Go. Do it now.
And I don't like how Vision went from so powerful in the previous movies to that he really was a pusher on this movie. Like they start off with an emotional scene and he's getting stabbed and he literally was out of commission for the rest of the movie. He didn't do any damage to any of Thanos' children, while Scarlet Witch was doing everything. She really was like she's really, I guess, perfected her powers by this movie because she's like doing way more than she was since Civil War, or since they introduced her in Ultron, when all she could do was like hypnotize people.
Why can't she hypnotize him?
That's what I'm saying. There's so many questions. Honestly, because in the comic books, Scarlet Witch's powers are just as strong as Thanos. She could have legit reality warped him away. But this version, the MCU version, is a little bit different. But even she seems like she could, like you said, she could have handled him some type of way. But because Mantis was able to, all Mantis can do is control emotions. That's her power is to control emotions. And she was able to subdue him, which a lot of fans have also said that would never happen because Thanos feels nothing but death and destruction. Mantis wouldn't really. I mean,
so you know how it ended. So I have a question that just popped in my head.
Everyone dies.
They didn't die. They got washed away. So how come it was kind of corny? So the post-credit scene with Samuel L. Jackson, he turns around, this guy disappears in front of him, and that's what makes him
pull out the communicator
and call. So it's like so much more has happened since then.
Yeah.
Worse than someone just like disappearing in your hands. That why is what made him call her?
So this is for the I first
not knowing about the other superheroes that were disappearing too. He didn't know that yet. He just went off this one guy in front of him disappearing.
Some people were saying because they say he was looking for Tony, right? And they was like, when he couldn't find Tony, that's when he was like, when the people started disappearing, he was like, okay, now this is a problem. And so apparently, I guess the theory is he was trying to assemble his Avengers like he did before. The last couple times Earth was in trouble, but because he couldn't find his Avengers, he just assumed, okay, this is bigger than the Avengers, right? Which is where Captain Marvel.
So in her movie, is it going to tell us how she even knows Nick Fury?
Well, like I told you,
and
this
how
movie
they don't know about her?
A prequel. It's supposed to be based in this movie is. The movie says the current Infinity War is based on present time, 2008, right? In their time. The movie Captain Marvel will be 1990s their time, right? So it's going to be 30 years prior.
Right.
20-some years, or 25 to 30 years prior.
It's going to tell us how she meets Nick Fury.
And it's going to be a young Nick Fury.
Really?
So, yes.
Fury?
It is going to show, I guess, base for base. I don't know who's playing young Samuel Jackson, young Black Nick Fury, young Samuel Jackson, but it will be a young Nick Fury, and I guess Captain Marvel, and it's gonna show. That's the time in which the movie. It's like I said, that's the last movie before the next Infinity War, right?
Yeah.
The part 2. So it's gonna jump from that to her getting the signal, I guess, from him in the future, and it's gonna explain everything. Yeah, I thought it was a Nova Corps when they first showed the beeper because it's kind of the same star shape, the same color. Me and Brie looked at it. It's the same color, same star shape. But I guess I forgot that Nova Corps did have the power gem, and they were destroyed. So I guess Nova's not showing up. Or maybe not right now. He might show up in a Guardian of the Galaxy movie in the future to replace Gamora because she might be dead. Sorry, there's a lot of O's. But Captain Marvel, that was the beeper for Captain Marvel. The 2 movies slated to release before the next Infinity War Part 2 is Ant-Man, which comes out this year, and I guess Captain Marvel comes out early next year, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Avengers supposed to come out next summer.
Right, and then it will be the next Avenger. So Apparently she's supposed to play a very big role in the MCU. Like I said, hopefully this movie kind of, gives us I guess a sense of what her power. And like I explained to Bree, her powers in the comic books are kind of very, she can fly, she has some strength, she's very similar to Superman. She can shoot like beams, she can absorb powers or absorb energy. It's pretty basic, like superhero that flies with super strength, right? So, but apparently in the MCU, everyone's powers change a little bit, so she might have something else that we don't know. But she's supposed to play an essential role. Since it doesn't seem like, I told Bree.
It doesn't come out until next March.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it comes out, and then Avengers comes out a couple months after.
Alright. So yeah, that's only 2 more until then.
21st movie in the MCU world. That is ridiculous.
But hey, Bree, you got me on track.
Sorry.
She's supposed to play a central role. We don't know what her powers are. So hopefully the movie explains everything. I think it's gonna be. Everyone loves the actor they picked. I think it's gonna be cool. I thought Adam Warlock was gonna be the one who would come together and I guess save the Avengers when they come back. Kind of like the comic books, because they mentioned them at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but that's not the case. He is the rightful, I guess, Soul Stone. He's the one who centered around the Soul Stone centered around in the comics. But it's, like I said, he goes a different direction with everything. So this one, they made the Soul Stone like a sacrifice thing with Gamora, which is weird. But I mean, because Thanos, once again, it's another weird thing for me. Because in the comic book, Thanos is supposed to hate everything and love
Thanos.
Death and destruction. But they made him a real.
Because they made him real emotional.
They made him an emotional villain in this thing.
Relatable.
Like, let's say, yeah, he's not just calculated and maniacal like he is in the comic books. He's like this feeling being who wants to he just wants to balance the world. The world is about to become unbalanced. You don't want people starving in the streets. Resources are finite. Life's left unchecked. Blah blah blah. Let me destroy half the world. And I'm doing it out of love, guys. Blah blah blah. That's out there writing Thanos, which is not how he is in the comic books. But it makes people feel for him. So everyone thinks he hates everything. But then to get the Soul Stone, he has to show how much he loves Gamora. And then he kills, but just to kill her. They bring back Red Skull in this movie.
I don't remember.
Which was no one remembers him from Captain America, but yeah, he used the Soul Stone in the first Captain America movie. He got teleported because he wasn't the rightful person to use it. To this planet, this random planet where he's been spending there by himself since the first, so for centuries, because it's the first Captain America. For decades, by himself, on this planet. And he's like, when Gamora, Bree thinks that Star-Lord should have killed Gamora, like we all should have, because that is the one, I guess, plot hole-ish thing that we thought about. Gamora knowing all the information about the Soul Stone, and then telling Quill to kill her, but then allowing herself to still be killed to get the Soul Stone is just ridiculous. Like if she had just died, there would have been no Soul Stone for Thanos, because he would have took. If she was the only one that he loved. It's like, did she know? I don't know. Did she know the whole time? It's just weird. She was like, Quill, I'm the key point to this. I will get him the Soul Stone. If he had just shot her, then what? He would have had no one to take that love, or he had to take someone else to get someone. I don't know. You love somebody, I gotta throw her off the cliff. You gotta throw her off a cliff.
If she wanted Chris Pratt to kill her before he got information from her, why didn't she just kill herself?
Or when she found out what it was and Thanos was coming for her, why didn't she just jump off the cliff? Like if I sacrifice myself,
She tried taking the knife from him and killing herself, but she should have killed herself.
Oh yeah, she did try to.
Before
she did try to take the knife.
She should have killed herself before they even went.
That's true. He took it from her and was like, "Nah, I gotta do it." And it worked. It's just so ridiculous. That's not how the Soul Stone works in the comic books. It's based on Adam Warlock, but they're going in a different direction. We already discussed this. So, things that I guess I liked about it, like I said, I love the humor in the movie. I'm kind of sad that all the Asgardian people died in the very beginning.
I liked the movie overall.
Yeah, I don't.
It wasn't the best.
It was long.
It was really long. I liked it.
We're not the only ones still saying that Winter Soldier was this one. The Winter Soldier and Civil, and we're putting Civil War because we're watching Civil War with all the Black Panther scenes in it. Boy, top two, man.
I put Black Panther number 3.
As damn. We'll see. I still like my original Avengers.
They're like, what place can hold all of that?
I still like the original Avengers, baby. That movie was
And then
bad.
they show the back of that head with that beat drop, and it's like best part of the movie.
The battle in Wakanda was pretty cool. Besides everyone losing at the end.
I'm okay. I'm like, we open up Wakanda for this.
I love the armor. I love that everyone got to upgrade this movie.
I agree.
Thor got to upgrade. Iron Man got to upgrade. Bruce Banner got technically an upgrade. War Machine got an upgrade. Everyone. It was dope.
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy, they all upgrades. Groot's a teenager. Annoying.
Free paycheck for Vin Diesel.
I know, Vin Diesel just phoning it in and getting the check, bro. That's ridiculous. I am Groot. It was great. So we probably might see it again. It's long though, guys. We will say that. It's long. It doesn't drag you like we've seen, like, I feel like parts of Star Wars drug me. But this movie is long. I would want to see it again with Bree. It's probably just gonna, I don't know if we can see. We have friends that see it, probably gonna see it back to back. I can't see it back, a 3-hour movie back to back. It's like Titanic, but we'll see.
Okay.
Make sure you guys definitely check it out.
Let us know how you like it.
So let us know how you like it. If you have anything that you want to discuss, just leave it below in the comments on the video, the VOD. For sure. Peace out, guys.
Bye.